Hey everybody. I feel like I haven't gone live here in a really long time, but I have. I think I just went live a couple days ago. My days feel like they're doing this and they're mixing up together. But I don't know if any of you, well, some of you did because you commented, but anyone that might be hopping on live with me, if you saw the post I posted yesterday of the reading from my personal development book. And first of all, the title of the book is what got my attention. It's called Get Over Your Damn Self. So it's a really, really good book. And what I love is that there is no sugarcoat. Hey, Laura. And that one passage from yesterday, hey, Michael, that really got my attention was about time and how we all say we don't have time. Whether it's time to do fitness or it's time to do house chores or it's time to spend with the family, that's one thing everybody uses as an excuse is time. I don't have time for that. I ain't got time for that. It's actually like a joke that people even post about. Ain't no one got time for that. So, hey Jules, hey Julie. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more in depth about it because I think it's really important. Honestly, not even about, hey Rob, about time in general, but just about excuses. Like, oh, be quiet about the excuses already. Like, seriously, you need to look in the mirror and stop making excuses as to why you can't better yourself or why you can't spend a little bit of extra time with your kids. Time is a big, big, big thing of why people don't start this journey with me. Hey, Steven. And they usually use their kids as the reason why they don't have time. From a mom's perspective, I can understand why you would think that. However, I have 2 kids and I timeshare, and when sometimes they're not here, they come here every single day. They just don't sleep here every single day. But they always have me going. Even when I'm working, they're going in here. They're in lunch or whatever, and they're texting from school of different things. Hi, Tracy. So let me tell you something. When I say I totally get that you don't have time, or you think you don't have time, hence think in quotes, you don't have time, I totally understand. But you really have to take a tough look at what you do all day, because I'm sure there is a task that wastes your time. I'm sure. When I talk, that's what I'm having a problem with, timing my food and sleep. Laura, message me. We're going to write down your schedule. It's a call to action. Stick with me this whole video. I'm going to give you like a little action to do at the end that will probably and most likely help you. Hey, Amber. Hey, Debbie. Okay, so time is a really big thing that people say they don't have enough of. Let me tell you. I have the same 24 hours that you have and that the person next to you has and then another person has. We all have the same amount of time in a day. The difference is how we use that time. Are you using it in the best way that you can? If you really, really, really dissect what you do in a day, are you really using it to the best of your ability? I'm going to say probably not. Because this is something that I've been very kind of OCD about, is time management, organization. It's always kind of been my thing, my jam, so to speak. And that doesn't mean it comes easy to me. It just means that it's something that I like to focus on because, see, prime example, I'm getting texts right now from my daughter. So a lot of people think that my time management is easy because I work from home. Let me tell you, me working from home isn't super easy with time. Sometimes I'm still working late into the evening because people that I help are all over the world. Hi, Vanessa. So what might be morning for them might be nighttime for me. That doesn't mean I'm not going to respond to their messages if I'm available or if those are my work hours. So there's the same time in the amount of day that I have, but I am a busy little bee. You know, yes, my daughter's driving, but I still drive my son all over the place, and I still go to her soccer games when soccer starts again in a little bit. So if somebody looked at my schedule, half the time I get asked a lot, how do you get everything done that you do in a day? And it's all about finding those pockets of time and getting it done. By 9 o'clock this morning, I already had the AC guys here at my house cleaning my AC. My dishes were done. A load of laundry was done. My workout was done. I put together my little video to post my workout moves so you guys can see a sneak peek of my move. I had already fed and taken the dogs out and they've gone to the bathroom. Like, I already took a shower. That's a lot of stuff to do in that short amount of time. I am, but I got it done. So it's all about finding those pockets. It's the same thing when I talk to my team and they're like, I just don't have time to get things done that I want to get done for my business. Something I read in my book was like a light bulb in my head. You don't have enough time because it's not a priority for you to make time for. Let me say that again. You don't have enough time to do the task you're talking about because that task is not a priority for you to make time for it. My business is a priority for me. I'm going to make time to work my business and help as many of you as I can. But I'm also going to make the time to spend with my family. So I have made work hours so I can balance it well. Organizing. Thanks for the hearts, guys. But it has to be a priority. When someone says, I don't have time to do workouts like you do, it's easy for you. You get up early, you do your workout, and then you're home all day. Well, I don't sit around and do nothing all day, just so you know. I am busy, busy, busy. But no, it's not easy for me. There's days that I wake up and I don't want to work out. Or I wake up late and I still have to get Kayla's breakfast and stuff situated. So my workouts are off. But I still do it because it's important to me. It's very important to me. Thank you, Laura. So it has to be a priority. If someone says I don't have time to work out, but then they sat for 2 hours and watched Netflix, or they post on Facebook, yes, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. And you tell me you don't have time, but then you post on Facebook that you binge watched an entire show from beginning to end. That's hours of TV. You have time, but you're not thinking of your health as a priority. It's the same thing when people say, oh, I can't afford it. And then they go to Disney World for a whole weekend. Because Disney World, they see the benefit. Disney World, they see the fun. It's a priority. They know they're going to have a good time. They're not going to have a good time doing a sweat fest. Hi, Janet. So you really, really, really have to dig deep and think about what your excuses are that you're giving. Because you do have the time. You know why? Because your health should be top priority from everything else. Because if you are not healthy, how can you take care of anybody else in your life? Right? So your health should be top priority. If you can't give yourself 10 minutes a day to do fitness, yes, there is a program on my online streaming that I use that is only 10 minutes. It's a start. If you can't give yourself that 10 minutes, you need to reevaluate the way you look at yourself because you don't love yourself enough. You have got to love yourself enough that you're going to make yourself a priority. Anyone can find 10 minutes. Anyone can find 10 minutes. And that's what it's about, finding the pocket. I was such a priority to myself. I just wanted to wake up earlier and get it done because I was finding that it was getting jumbled up in my day and I was getting frustrated and crabby, or what I call itchy. So I didn't want to be that way. I like getting my workouts done. And when I was pushing them off in the nighttime, sometimes I didn't get them done. Now if I do it in the morning, if I do an additional one at night, that's fine. But you guys have to stop making the excuse that isn't really an excuse. You might be super busy. That could be true. I'm sure you are. But that doesn't mean you're too busy for yourself. Don't be too busy for yourself. So here's a little something, I guess you could say like a little assignment that I want you to do to help you. Even if you have nothing to do with trying to add a health and fitness thing into your life or trying to add a fitness journey into your life, even if it has nothing to do with that. If you ever have said to yourself, oh my God, I don't have enough time in the day. Trust me, I've said that to myself a million times. There is just not enough time in my day. If I just had 2 more hours every day, let's find those 2 more hours. So here's what I want you to do. Hi, Doreen. Hey, Tim. I want you to, throughout the day, which you can go back to the morning and jot it down if you remember. But I want you to write down everything. Woke up at 5. Took care of the dog, got dressed. Finished getting dressed 5:15. 5:15, took dogs out to 5:30. 5:30, went in the garage to get ready for the workout. 5:35, 5:40, press play to do my sweat fest. I want you to get detailed on what you did. Okay? This is going to help you even if it's, I scrolled on Facebook. Like the second you sit down to do a task, look at the time, write the time down, and write the task you're about to do. Scroll on Facebook, play on Snapchat, look on Instagram, watch TV, lay down and take a nap. Whatever the task is, hi Amy, how are you? Whatever the task may be that you're getting ready to do, look at your clock or your watch, write the task down, and then when you are done with that task, look at your watch, write the time down. Do that all day until you go to bed. And then the next day, I want you to look at that paper. And I want you to have a red pen or a highlighter or whatever. And I want you to mark the time that is true wasted time. The time that if it was taken away from you, if that task that you did in that time was taken away from you, you would not die. Hi, Susan. That's wasted time. Obviously, your job isn't wasted time because you need the money or you'll die because you won't have any food. But you understand what I mean, like scrolling on Facebook. You can really do without that in the day. If that's your way of like decompressing for the day, do that at lunchtime. Do that when you first get home, but give yourself a time frame to do it. If you spend 2 hours scrolling on Facebook, you just got sucked into Facebook world and you can't find your way out. So you have to put a time limit on it. So really look at it. And things that you can tell are complete wasted time, I want you to either circle it with a red pen or do a highlighter. If you need to, send it to me. I'll help you. I'll help you look over your schedule and find the time for whatever task you're trying to add. But this is the best way to find the time. Because I promise you, you have pockets of time in your day. You just don't know where they are. You just don't know where they are. And because you aren't being important to yourself and being a priority, you're not looking for it. Now, I guarantee you're super busy. But if one of your kids came home and said, Mom, I think I want to start dance class. Or Mom, I think I want to try out for track. Or I'm going to start playing football. Or I want to join a sports team. I bet you will have the time to take them to tryouts, you will have the time to take them to practice, and you will have the time to take them to a game. Because you know what? Making our children happy is always a priority when you become a parent. But you can't lose that priority for yourself. So I wanted to share this with you guys and share this task with you to help you. It's been on my mind since I read it yesterday, and I felt I can get a little more in depth. I did post about time and how in my Kindle, in my book, how it said, you know, you really have the time, you're just not a priority. And I wanted to get a little more in depth with an action that you could take or something you could do to find that extra time. When I did this is how I found my time. Because I felt like I was working so much with my business, but I wasn't getting any outcome. This was a while back. Hi, Cecilia. Hey, Keith. So I did this evaluation, a time evaluation. I did a time evaluation about my day, and I found myself getting sucked into Facebook world because I would go onto Facebook to check my own stuff or to do a post or to answer messages, and then I would just start scrolling and I'd get lost in there. Excuse me. And I will tell you, I wasted an hour, at least an hour, when that hour I could have been working my business. So I did this time evaluation to find where I could switch my time around to make time for what was important for me, and that was working my business so I can be home and be present for my kids. Like today, Kayla gets out early because she has her college course, but it's an online course, so she comes home. I get to be home for her instead of her coming home to an empty house. I get to be here and still work, still make a paycheck, still help people. I'm not stuck at a desk. So if it's something you truly want, you will do this time analysis and you will figure out where you can actually put the time in, because there are spots, you guys. I do not let myself sit down and watch a show unless I'm done. And if Alex or one of the kids wants me to watch it with them, I'll tell them, I'm not done. I'll sit next to you on the couch and I'll listen to it because I can multitask really good. And I love background noise when I work, but I need to get my stuff done. Because I stopped my work to do XYZ this morning, I have to make up for it now. So you have to do those things. So I'm excited to see if this helps you guys, because it helped me tremendously with finding my time. So I'm super excited to see if this helps you as well. So comment, let me know, message me, text me, email me. You know there's a million ways to get in touch with me. Let me know if this tip helps you guys. I hope you have a terrific, terrific Tuesday. Bye guys.